Vietnam Steve is on his way.
Xin chào everybody, welcome back. You're watching Vietnam Steve, and I've got a good one for you today. Well, going to talk to you a little bit about simple living and a bit of a story about what happened to me and how living in Vietnam taught me a lot about simplicity. I'm down here at the coffee shop again. I've got the bay behind me. We've got a bit of background noise. We've got people talking on their phones using the speaker function, not actually putting it up to their ear. We've got a gentleman playing music through his phone so he can enjoy that while he's having his coffee. It's different music to what's playing through the speakers from the cafe here. And we've got the road noise that's going by. So what I'm going to do is just halt the recording here, check that the sound's half usable, and then I'll get into this story that's going to leave you wondering what the hell's going on with Vietnam Steve. I think we've got it nailed now. So simple money, lower stress. What living in Vietnam taught me about simplicity. This story is really going to get you amused, just how I came to Vietnam and learnt that it's not what you have that provides the freedom lifestyle, it's the environment that you're actually in. I came here and found that I didn't earn more. Obviously you don't earn more in Vietnam, but I definitely worried less. Money's not the driver of the good lifestyle that we have here. I don't know how people actually survive here on what they survive on, but I'm trying to learn that and get a little closer myself. I like thinking about what Vietnam has taught me about simplicity. So, it's simplified money without even trying. I don't earn any money here, and I hardly spend any money. I go out with $10 in my pocket, and I come home with $8 in my pocket. I've had a coffee here, which is $1.50, I suppose, but it's a large one, and I've sat on it for a couple of hours. The lifestyle here is not so much financial orientated as experience orientated. So my stress levels fell before my income changed. I'm well and truly into the relaxed lifestyle and well and truly into living smarter and risking less, of course. So with the cash culture here, there's an instant awareness of what you're actually spending. It's not the blip, blip, blip on the phone. You're actually handing over cash, and so I think that instant awareness helps us with our spending, because we're instantly aware that there's cash going out the door and we're actually spending it. Spending feels real. It doesn't feel abstract, and so that's a good thing, because it gets you to focus on what you're actually spending. And of course there's fewer surprises at month end. So one of the surprises that I have is that there's nothing surprising me at month end. I've paid for things as I go, and I've paid cash, and at month end it's just another day. So seeing money daily helps me live more simply on the financial side of things. Of course I've got very low fixed costs. I bought an apartment here with my wife, so I don't have any outgoing rent. But of course we've still got food, which is low. We've still got transport, which is fuel for the car. But they all stay fairly predictable. Electricity, body corporates, those kind of things. I've got low fixed costs, so it's very, very simple to live here. There's fewer must-pay expenses. I mean, the must-pay expenses are largely the SIM card in the phone and the internet at home. I've got those two paid, I'm fine. I can't think of any other must-pay expenses. Probably the parking for the car. I do park the car under the apartment, and we've got to pay for that, obviously. Not too many must-pay expenses. So that gives me a lot of breathing room, and I don't need any budgeting apps or anything like that to keep my anxiety levels fairly low. One of the things that I've simplified in my whole financial arrangement is fewer moving parts, fewer accounts, fewer bills. You might know I pay things annually, so if anybody's hitting me for money that needs to come every month, I pay it annually. That way I only have to deal with it once a year instead of 12 times a year. That simplifies the whole money thing for me. The cafe has thinned out a little bit here now, so the noisy man is gone. We've got a few Instagram people filming themselves over here, and this is where I am. I'm down at the main shopping centre. That one there is the Frugality Cafe. This one that I'm at here today is called Highlands. It's one of the cafes I like to sit at. So less admin, less mental load, less to do, fewer accounts, fewer bills, and of course almost no subscriptions. So nobody hitting me up for anything every month. I live a simple life. I stopped the earn more loop. In the West we're constantly needing to earn more. If I earn more, I can buy more. If I buy more, I'll be more happy. It's a different mindset here. What Vietnam's taught me about financial simplicity is that when costs drop, urgency drops. So my costs have dropped considerably lower, and all urgency has gone out the window. I've got less pressure to say yes to, sorry about that. I've got less pressure to say less to anything. Sorry, just trying to give you a bit of action that's happening down here today. Time becomes more valuable than income. One of the things that you must be able to do if you're coming to Vietnam is to spend 5 hours in a cafe. So I've been here now for an hour or so. I'm off for lunch shortly, but I wanted to just tell you this story. I guess for me, I've got the calmness of enough. I know my number, and I've got contentment without optimisation. I'm a happy Vietnam Steve. Money becomes a tool, not a scorecard, and the tool for me is, can I buy a coffee? Can I have some fur for lunch? And it's really not a scorecard of anything. Another thing I learnt moving to Vietnam was one spending account. I'm just going to move seats. One buffer. So I don't have multiple accounts. I'm not doing the account juggle. I've got one buffer and one clear monthly number. I top that number up every quarter, as I've told you before, and anything I don't spend in the quarter, I shoot back to the savings. So I'm a 4 times a year account shuffler. Other than that, I just spend what I need. After I leave you today, I'm going to the ATM. I've got to get out some cash. I will get 5 million, which sounds like a lot. That's about $200 US, I guess. And with that, I'll probably last the best part of 10 days. I wouldn't spend $500,000 a day, that's for sure. I guess what I'd like you to reflect on is, are these expenses actually buying us peace? What expense buys you peace, and which ones just buy noise? and then not really to get you to think about cutting it out or anything. It's really just a case of recognising that some of the things that we spend on are not buying us peace, they're buying us more noise, and is noise something that we actually need? Look, just a short one today. Thank you for sticking with me. I'm sorry that the table here is a little bit rocky today. I've got a different table. And all I wanted to leave you with was what Vietnam's taught me about financial simplicity. Hopefully I've had a few food for thought items there for you, and they'll help you in your own journey to financial simplicity. For me, simple money equals a quiet mind. Less complexity beats a higher income. So I'm very simple. And I think the ultimate tagline is, when money is simple, life just gets quieter. So you've been watching Vietnam Steve. Stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next one.